Every day, we face a multitude of decisions. Some are minor and insignificant, while others have a more substantial impact on our lives. For example, which politician should I vote for? Should I try the latest diet trend? Or will an email make me a millionaire? We are inundated with so many decisions that it's impossible to make the perfect choice every time. However, there are numerous ways to improve our chances, and one particularly effective technique is critical thinking. This approach allows us to carefully analyze a situation, uncover hidden issues such as bias and manipulation, and make the best decision. Critical thinking. If the term critical sounds negative, it's because, in a way, it is. Rather than choosing an answer because it feels right, a person who employs critical thinking subjects all available options to scrutiny and skepticism. Using the tools at their disposal, they eliminate everything but the most useful and reliable information. There are many different approaches to critical thinking, but here is a 5-step process that may help you solve a variety of problems. Formulate your question. Step 1. Formulate your question. In other words, know what you're looking for. This isn't always as straightforward as it seems. For example, if you're deciding whether to try the latest diet trend, your reasons may be obscured by other factors, such as claims that you'll see results in just 2 weeks. But if you approach the situation with a clear understanding of what you're actually trying to achieve through dieting, whether it's weight loss, better nutrition, or increased energy, you'll be better equipped to critically sift through the information, find what you're looking for, and decide whether the new trend truly suits your needs. Gather your information. Step 2. Gather your information. There's a lot of it out there, so having a clear idea of your question will help you determine what's relevant. If you're trying to decide on a diet to improve your nutrition, you might ask an expert for advice or seek out testimonials from others. Gathering information helps you weigh different options, bringing you closer to a decision that meets your goal. Apply the information. Step 3. Apply the information by asking critical questions. When faced with a decision, ask yourself, what concepts are at work? What assumptions exist? Is my interpretation of the information logically sound? For example, in an email promising you millions, consider, what is shaping my approach to this situation? Do I assume the sender is telling the truth? Based on the evidence, is it logical to assume I'll win any money? Consider the implications. Step 4. Consider the implications. Imagine it's election time, and you've selected a political candidate based on their promise to make gasoline cheaper for drivers. At first glance, this seems great. But what about the long-term environmental effects? If gasoline use becomes less restricted by cost, it could also lead to a significant surge in air pollution, an unintended consequence that's important to consider. Explore other viewpoints. Step 5. Explore other points of view. Ask yourself why so many people are drawn to the policies of the opposing political candidate. Even if you disagree with everything that candidate says, exploring the full spectrum of viewpoints may explain why some policies that don't seem valid to you appeal to others. This will allow you to explore alternatives, evaluate your own choices, and ultimately help you make more informed decisions. This 5-step process is just one tool, and it certainly won't eliminate difficult decisions from our lives. But it can help us increase the number of positive choices we make. Critical thinking can give us the tools to sift through a sea of information and find what we're looking for. And if enough of us use it, it has the power to make the world a more reasonable place.